You know? Why can't non-believer just believe in God and believe in Jesus? I mean, it's easy. That seems to be the mindset of most Christians. And it was my mindset for a while, for a long while. But, you know, what we what we have to offer is really I don't want I don't want you to misunderstand me when I say what we have to offer isn't really any different from other religions as far as belief in it. I mean, like we don't believe in Allah and stuff for the same reason that other people don't believe what we believe. Because it does sound difficult to accept. But I want to point you to scripture and what Jesus said about this. We go to Matthew 11:14. If you are willing to accept that I am Elijah, he was ear to hear, let him hear. They who are ready to accept what Jesus and so many other people offer. What we expect people to believe and expect people to follow, it's easy for us because we've grown up around it a whole year. But we have to be mindful and I'm not saying like I'm in the same boat as you are. I have to be mindful of that sometime too. But we have to be mindful that some people haven't had the same upbringing as we have. I mean, I was fortunate enough to have all the way, all the way back as far as I know, to my great grandparents, to raise their children in church, raise children up in the yard, and it goes to generation to generation to generation until it gets to me. This to the point where believing in Jesus is almost second nature to me because of how my family's been raised and all that. But yeah, like I say, we have to be mindful that not everyone has had it so cut and dry. Some people could even grown up in a place where there was no religion at all, or at least a different one. And how hard would be posed but if you spent your whole life believing one thing or not believing in anything at all, how difficult would it be to accept that someone would just come in and say, okay, yeah, you know that thing you've been believing in your whole life, it's wrong. This is actually the way it's supposed to be. How hard would that be? But yeah, I say that not only so we can understand the non-believer, but so we can try to help them. If we understand something, we're halfway to knowing how to help that something or someone grow. And we have to be mindful that for one reason. If we just come in all gung-ho and say what I said at the beginning of this video, and why don't you just believe in Jesus? Why don't you just believe in God? It's easy. You're so ignorant. You're such an evil person, evil corrupt person if you don't believe. That is absolutely the wrong way to go. Because if we were to do that, do you know how many people that would alienate? Suppose we did that, and when and that reaction make that person, oh, I don't wanna be a Christian. I mean those guys are a bunch of jerks. I mean, telling me just because I don't believe something, I'm an idiot, or I'm yes and them because I've not had the upbringing that they've had. We have to be mindful of stuff like that. Also, remember, remember. It is so vital to remember. Saving people and bringing them to Christ is not your job. It's God's job. Now, God may use you as a vessel to show Jesus to someone, but ultimately that doesn't fall on you. That's a decision between themselves and God. So if you're thinking, oh, if I don't do this, or if I don't say this, or if I don't make them believe, then I failed. That's not true either. Because, like I say, it ultimately falls on God and themselves on whether they want to believe or not. And just like this verse says, if you are willing to accept, maybe they're not ready yet. Maybe they don't have ears to hear. Maybe they're not ready to accept that, and that's fine. They will one day be ready to accept. I believe that. But just have patience. Just do what God said. Have patience, have gentleness, and it'll all work out. Because God will not leave any human being on the face of the planet without the opportunity to have heard His word and heard His gospel for ye and have the chance to respond to it. Guys, I love you, and God bless you, and I'll see you next week.